What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. Tomorrow we have yet another brand new episode in Pokémon Horizons, the new Pokémon anime, but today I also have a sneak peek as to what's gonna happen in episode 6, which is next week's episode. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So in last week's episode, we were finally introduced to our second protagonist, Roy, which not only did we meet Roy for the first time, but so did Liko and Sprigatito, and of course, his buddy for the rest of the series, Fuecoco, which the entire catalyst of this episode was quite literally Fuecoco falling off of the ship. He literally falls overboard onto this island and everybody's gonna go find him. And Roy actually finds Fuecoco on the island while he's talking to like his friends, while Fuecoco's singing. It's so cute. I literally love them together. I can already tell they're gonna be a great duo throughout the series. Their personalities just mesh so well, and I'm excited that them as a duo are finally joining the anime. Of course, we've already seen Fuecoco, but they are now a pair. And I had also previously gone over the summary for episode 5, which is the episode that's supposed to air tomorrow. Which really quickly, if you did miss that video, the summary for tomorrow's episode is Roy has come to visit the Rising Volt Tackler's airship, hoping to meet Fuecoco again, but due to a series of bad luck, he's unable to do so. Now it's almost time for the ship's departure. Will the two get to see each other again? Meanwhile, an explorer's submarine approaches the airship, which last time we kind of left off the episode on a cliffhanger with them approaching the ship. So I'm sure that's where we're going to pick up again in this episode, with them kind of getting closer, looking for the pendant, and they're probably going to have something to do with this series of bad luck that they're talking about in this episode. I really like that they're making it like a consecutive storyline for this series as well, just because I feel like most of the other Pokemon animes were kind of just like individual episodes kind of strung together with a very loose storyline, whereas this has felt like an actual like storyline that we can follow along with as an audience. But the title and description for episode 6 has also been revealed. So episode 6 will be named the Ancient Pokeball. So we are going to focus on the Pokeball that Roy is holding, which we already got a glimpse at seeing that the Pokeball and Liko's pendant are somehow connected, since whenever they're near each other, they seem to interact. So some people are kind of speculating that maybe inside of Roy's Ancient Pokeball is an actual full-grown Terapagos, or maybe it's somehow going to be used for the baby Terapagos that turns into Liko's pendant. And some people also think that it has that shiny Rayquaza that they keep teasing us with in all of the trailers. But the summary for episode 6 says, the explorers who have their sights set on Liko and her pendant land on the island and stand in the way of the Rising Volt Tacklers. Liko and Roy work together and put up a good fight with a combination of Sprigatito and Fuecoco, which, I love that. They're gonna have their first doubles battle, basically. But Amethio and Cerulege close in on them. Just then, Liko's pendant shines again, and there's something strange going on with Roy's Ancient Pokeball. Okay, so it looks like we might see the return of baby Terapagos, and it might have some kind of interaction with Roy's Pokeball. So maybe we are finally gonna see the shiny Rayquaza, and maybe see our first Terastallized Pokemon in the actual anime. Maybe that's the kind of interaction that they're gonna have, because obviously in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games, we have special Pokeballs where you have to charge the Terra Orb for them in order to Terastallize one individual Pokemon, and you need to recharge it every time you do Terastallize your Pokemon in battle. So maybe since Liko's pendant is a baby Terapagos, which Terapagos is literally like the founder or the creator of the Terastal phenomenon, maybe that is how Roy is going to be able to Terastallize his Pokemon with his special Pokeball. You get where I'm going with this? Like maybe like he doesn't have like a Terra Orb on his Pokeball, so he needs like the little Terapagos in order to charge his Pokeball to make it so that his Pokemon are able to Terastallize. Like I feel like that's the kind of interaction that they're going with here. And maybe his Ancient Pokeball just happens to have a Rayquaza inside, which is why it's the first Terastallized Pokemon that we see and why they keep teasing it in all the trailers. But this description was actually taken out of a magazine, it seems like. So we do have these pages from the magazine that the description was taken out of the actual battle with Amethio, Liko, Roy, Sprigatito, and Fuecoco. Which honestly, I love the way that the art style in this anime looks. I think this anime looks great. Like, you gotta admit, this is a very pretty anime. But there you have it. That is your sneak peek as to what's gonna happen in next week's episode of Pokémon Horizons. Leave a comment down below what you think is gonna be going on between Liko's pendant and Roy's Pokeball during this episode. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I kindly suggest that you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you are already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.